Okay, so I'm recording now and we're on day 2. And today we're continuing the journey from coming from gratitude and looking at the mirror social location. This was the map we ended with yesterday, where we co-created where we're from and all the places we're connected with. And we're kind of digging deeper into systemic oppression and entering the realm of honoring the pain. Um, and yeah, I'm Ubi, and I'm going to stop sharing. Please, in the Sutra space, you will find this information and the recording from yesterday if you missed it and you want to catch up in this way, and also add yourself to the social location map so we can see all the places you're from, and we see the connections. So maybe as a little kind of grounding practice, I invite you to put your feet on the ground. That's a possibility. And kind of feel yourself nested on the chair or wherever you are kind of sitting, or if you are walking or standing or lying down still. Hopefully you're connected to the earth and you can feel that connection, just feeling how you're held and how the earth is holding you in place so you don't float into space. And it has been doing that for a very long time. And if it was another person, another human being to carry your weight for so long, you would call it unconditional love. So just by feeling your weight on the earth, you can feel the unconditional love the earth has towards you. You can feel our breath. It connects us with the air, the atmosphere, this thin layer of precious oxygen and other gases that keep us alive, that has been accumulated through millions and millions of years of symbiosis of many creatures and plant beings and animal beings. You can feel how breathing the air around us, this atmosphere, we are part of this greater story of life. You can feel our heart beating with the rhythm of life. And First Nations, Aboriginal of Australia believe that when the mother first feels the first heartbeat, it is then that a part of the spirit in the earth they call man comes into the body and becomes the soul, that human being. They also believe that when that human being will eventually die, that soul will return to the land, to the spirit. So that will make us bridges of spirit between the place where we made our first heartbeat and the one made our last. So this is an invitation to feel the heartbeat, our soul, spirit journey that brought us here today together. And we're going to do a little embodied check-in so you can kind of see if your body needs a bit like a shake or a move. Just stretch and see if there is a place of tension. And we're going to create a little check-in gesture to share with people, and just checking with the body. How do we feel? What am I bringing to our day to day, to our session with me? And I can explore it with my body a bit. And my gesture is this, and it's giving is receiving. And it's like this. And my name is Uli, and I pass it to Sylvia.
My gesture is this one, like giving, but with the protection of Mother Earth, something that is holding me. And I'm passing to Catherine.
My is the light and the love opening up and letting in the hope and the dreams of peace and love for all of mankind and womankind and all, for all people everywhere. And I will pass it to Ilaria. Is that correct? Am I saying that right, Ilaria?
Yeah, correct. Thank you, Catherine. And my gesture is some water, cleansing, waves. Comes and goes. Oh.
I think, Ilaria, your connection was a bit off, but we could see some of it. Noah, you passed to Noah. That's what I
Okay.
heard.
Okay, my internet was I wasn't sure if I got the instruction right, but I'll give it a try. My gesture is just tending to the body. So just yeah, bringing some tenderness to the body. And I'll pass it to Michelle.
You. I think my gesture is just it's holding space that allows us to be vulnerable and authentic and just to really connect in a safe way. And I will pass that on to Leanne.
Morning, everyone. My gesture is like a tree, stretching tall, reaching for the sun, maybe moving the branches a little bit, feeling where it feels nice and smooth and expansive, and then bringing it down through to the roots, grounding in, exhale, and then another deep breath in, expanding, nice and long and tall, and then coming back down to the roots, connecting with the earth. Mukti, I wonder, have you shared yet?
Not yet, thank you. Oh, all of you already took my gestures. That's wonderful. Okay, my gesture then is I will greet everyone with all of my mind and all of my heart. Yes. I pass it on to Juliet.
My gesture is compassion from every element, centering on ourselves and passing it out to everybody, everywhere, non-beings including. And plus. And I pass this on to Victoria.
Yeah, thank you, Juliet. My gesture is from nature. I have a forest in front of me, from nature to us, and make this circle. Nature not nurturing us and is constantly. We have to give them and bring to them, nurturing us and let go. Yeah, does this flow? Thank you. I pass to Anasuya. Anasuya, yeah.
Good morning or good evening. My gesture is seeing everything and everyone as God. Opening to seeing the divinity in all. Opening my eyes to see the divinity in myself.
Please pass it.
Yeah, and if you don't want,
that's a good point. I say I would like to pass it to Susan.
Yeah, most of my gestures have been done that I was thinking of that. This is a collection of community bringing you all in from all around the world and giving ourselves a hug, bringing the love and the community in to our heart and soul and body and mind. And then giving ourselves back to the community and opening our hearts to each other. I pass on to Heather.
All. It's a rainy morning here, so it was making me think of the rainfall, and I was imagining rain coming and just tapping on our bodies. You can have the rain touch all parts of you, nourish you, wash you clean. Thank you. And I'll pass to Yulia.
Thank you, everybody. What a warm welcome. My gesture is one of self-compassion, self-love, and just inviting in a softness, sinking in, allowing my head to be heavy and my jaw to be soft. I'm passing on to Rahenna.
Thank you, Leah. My gesture is I have a desire to stand up for those of us that can, and just stretch until you get to your tippy toes, and just stretch every part of your body. And then just drop and hang low from your waist. And just let your weight be drawn to the earth. And then rise up with your hands up. And then slowly bring it down to your mid-chest. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'll pass it on to Priyanka.
So my gesture is peace. and not really something you'll do with your body, but with your eyes. I want you to just take a look at each and all the boxes that you see on the screen, and then find one person and really look at them and see them, really see them, not their skin color, not their hair length, but what is behind that? What pain is it are they hiding behind that smile? What trauma is stored in their body from their ancestors? And then just send a wish from your heart to theirs. May you be well. May you be happy. And who hasn't been yet? I'm sorry, I haven't been paying attention. Katyani, have you been?
We need to share a gesture, right? Yeah. Okay. So I would want to just give my face a small, like, gentle touches, gentle massages for all the different tensions one tends to hold, different parts. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we have iPhone, I don't know your name, that haven't spoken, and Rachel, and there's people without the video. If you don't want to do it, that's also okay. You can pass it on. Yeah. And Joya, we have Joya.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi, good morning, good evening.
We were just doing like a little embodied salute and sharing a gesture, and I think most people have done. But if you want to do your gesture, you're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, it's morning here, it's hot. My neck is a bit tense. Maybe yours is as well. So my gesture, I'm just going to bend my neck to one side, breathing, and out to my stomach. Feel the stretch. And then do it on the other side. And then come back to center. And do some movements with my hips because I feel like I want to give birth to a lot of stuff and it's a bit stuck. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else who haven't been? Rachel, Jan, can share your gesture.
Hello everyone, sorry I'm late. Yeah, so my gesture is, yeah, give yourselves a clap. Yeah. Pat on your back. Yeah. And you've got this. Feel free to unmute.
Nice.
Mm.
Mine is just a warming of the hands and then placing them on your eyes. One of my favorite things to do. And I just got up, so it feels really good. And then I think we had iPhone.
Which I don't think is your actual name. If you want to share a gesture, you're muted though. Let me try. We can't hear you. Yes.
Oh, hi.
Hi. Do you want to share a gesture?
Yeah, gesture. I'm just just really new to everybody, so I don't really know. I'm kind of figuring out what's going on still. I'm really interested. Everyone's had really good shares. I don't know. I don't know how to have a gesture or not. I kind of like. I was just thinking that everyone was sharing their gestures. Like it's kind of like when David beats Goliath. Like I just beat Goliath in my life, but like no one tells you like what to do after that. So like, yeah, like I don't. I'm kind of. I don't. Even people in my family, like I don't trust them now because I've been betrayed and I found things out that I didn't know, and it all came together, and like everything's coming together right now, and it's overwhelming. But I'm happy and I'm sturdy and I'm stable and I'm like just had surgery. Like it's just been madness, but it's been beautiful madness. So I don't know. I just had to share that. I don't know if I have what is it, a gesture? My gesture would be honestly like I'm trying to. I live in California, so I worked in social work. Like I've done a lot. I've seen real things, and I guess I'm just trying to find real people because there's a lot of lies and fake in this world. I just can't deal with it anymore. So that's my gesture is to find the truth, I guess.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
And my name's Riley.
Riley.
Yeah, my
Yes.
name is Riley. So I'm not good with technology, so I don't know how to put the name on there or anything like that. So
I'll do it for you.
yeah, my name's Riley.
Yeah, thank you.
I live in San Diego, California. Yeah.
Oh, beautiful. And I see Heather, the other Heather Bennett, if you want to share
Okay.
your gesture.
All that comes to mind for me, I'm also new, Riley. I have no idea what's going on here. But sounds like a good community. So for me, I would say everyone close your eyes, take a deep inhale, and open to what and who you are. Thank you.
Thank you, Heather. And yeah, thank you for this embodied salute. And I learned part of this working with my dear friend and mentor and teacher, Hector Aristizabal, who is also doing theater and the work that we connect. And I think at some point we called it the village. So every time we start a workshop or circle, you do a gesture and your name, and then people repeat you. And it's like a way to make sure that everybody is seen and heard. And sometimes people don't know, and we just copy what they're doing, and we laugh. And yeah, it's just a way to welcome you to this village, this temporary village that we are having this week, these 5 days. And you are welcome in how you are and from where you are. We are going to explore a bit more this part of the spiral with Mutima. So I'll pass it to you, Mutima, to introduce us to where we are in the spiral, and just inviting everyone to feel that you are a co-creator because you are of this space and of life in general. So thank you.
Thank you. I just saw that I needed to change my name. So I'm Queen Mutima Imani. And I want to start with my gesture. I didn't get to do it. So I'm going to ask you to tap on your heart. And I'm inviting you to take all the gestures in and everything that was shared and let it land in your heart. Let it land in your heart. So you're tapping to open the heart a little bit more. Right. And I'm inviting you to sit in your heart as we are together today. And now you can just put the other hand on the heart And what we are discovering, what I'm discovering, is the heart is so much smarter than the mind. The mind is where we've been programmed actually to be powerless, self-loathing, and non-living. And those of us who are committed to the Great Turning understand that we are the ones to reconnect with ourselves, with each other, and the earth. So we're looking at the expanded spiral. We started with gratitude yesterday, and we got to make zings yesterday about our lives. It was so much fun. It was the first time I did it. It was artistic and it was meaningful. And then we talked about social location, why that is important. So there's the decolonize expanded spiral of the work that reconnects. And this spiral has been expanded so that people who come into the work that reconnects will have an opportunity to deeply belong. We've realized that when harm is being done in work that reconnects spaces, it's because people haven't been able to share their self-awareness, their social location. We talked a little bit about that yesterday, and we're going to continue that conversation today. I want to share with you the expanded spiral. So as you see here, we start with gratitude, and we've traditionally gone straight into honoring our pain. And we've created two other steps. I've created two other steps so that when we go into honoring our pain, we can really be together. What we found is that gratitude and then straight into honoring the pain, that there's been a disconnect because there's some people in honoring our pain would be sitting with the fact that they're grieving because the trees need water or the polar bear is on the ice. And other people are grieving because someone has just been killed by the police, someone is homeless, someone is hungry. And so what I've done is I've actually put two steps in and expanded the spiral before we go into honoring our pain. And self-awareness really is your social location. It's an opportunity for you to reflect on who you are and what you believe, how you think, how you like to do things. It's your cultural upbringing. And it's so important to be able to go into self-awareness so that you can reconnect with yourself. It's the step of reconnecting with yourself. Who are you? How are you raised? What do you believe? And without judgment. But it's important as we get together from all around the world that we are able to center our own self and embody our own self. So I often like to say, take a sacred breath into your sacred body. Most of the time, because we're in such polycrisis, we're not even in our bodies. So I'm welcoming you, and that opening exercise was so great to get grounded. So self-awareness and then social awareness, which is what systems of oppression have you and your people experienced? And what systems of oppression under social awareness, do you see happening in your community, in your family, and in the world? So we're moving from individual connection with self into a social awareness, which is understanding the systems of oppression. And we want to really know what are you able to comprehend so that we can actually work together to change social conditions and structures and inequities that is actually causing the pain in the world. And so then we go to honoring our pain. And when you allow yourself to tell the truth about the pain you're feeling because of the suffering in the world, whether it's just your individual suffering, or the suffering that you hear about on the news, in the media that's going around in the world. When you tell the truth about how you're feeling, it gives you a moment to relax, to release. It gives you the power to actually see something new. And by a show of hands, how many of you have experienced a truth mandala in the work that reconnects and understand what I'm talking about? And let me just see how many people have. Show of hands. Yep. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So thank you. Thank you. So after you tell the truth about how you feel, because we live in a society that says, oh, don't be angry. Why are you so sad? Oh, come on, just smile and act like everything is all right. But we know that the pain that we're seeing in the world is breaking our hearts. So after you're able to honor the pain, you can see with new eyes. There's a moment of opening. There's a moment of hope. And in the expanded spiral, from there, we go into liberation, which is what act of liberation are you willing to do to save your own lives, to improve your own condition, to get into action in your life? What act of liberation are you willing to do for your family, for your community, for the world? So the act of liberation gives you something to do as you're going forth. And going forth is deciding how you want to live your life and committing to what you need to do to reconnect with yourself, reconnect with others, and reconnect with nature. Okay. So take a breath in, and this spiral has been, I'll say it again, it's been expanded because people were going into work that reconnects, webinars, seminars, retreats, and people were coming harm because there wasn't a place for people to ground into who they are, what they believe, and to be understanding that we're in different places, but we can be together if we can actually feel like we belong, have a space to express who we are, and to honor the process of reconnecting with each other. So I just want to pause for a moment and see if there's any question. Does anybody have a question? And then we'll go into a practice. Anybody have a question? Yes, Priyanka.
Mutima, was just one of the question you asked was what has oppressed you and your family? So what I noticed is that the women in my family have been severely oppressed, but they are the ones who also most strongly oppress other females, like mother-in-laws. I mean, I'm making a generalization, but mother-in-laws are like the worst oppressors if you look at, talk to many Indian women. So how do you deal with that? Because how do I liberate such people? Like, how do I think about, oh, I want to liberate my family, but how do I liberate someone who's oppressing me?
Well,
who's actively oppressing me?
Yeah. One of the things is to really understand where people are coming from, because hurt people hurt people. And so it's a kind of a survivor thing. Well, they did that to me and I'm okay. So if I do it to you, you're going to be okay. But actually, the okayness is full of pain and sorrow and sadness. So actually acknowledging that they're hurt. And so I have this thing about women changing the formula of mother's milk. So I say that, we've been playing second-class citizens women for a very long time, but nobody gets here except for coming through the woman's body. So we are actually co-creators with the divine, the creator, to bring life here. And somehow, as soon as they pop out, if they got a penis, they're more powerful than us. It's the conditioning. So we really need to take back our divinity as women and understand that these badass men that are ruining the world, quote unquote, are our children, and we need to say, stop it. Instead of living in our pain and playing small and hurting our other women because they need to stay in their place because men are more important than women. So it's a crazy world that we've been conditioned in, and we need to stop playing the game and come into our power. So yes, I'm going to take a question. And do we have time to do breakout rooms?
We have time until my 2, so until the top of the hour. So it depends how long is the breakout. But yes.
Okay, good. Yes, Leanne.
Yeah, I just want to bring an awareness to the patriarchal system and how it's not necessarily about men hurting women. It's about power over and a system of oppression trying to turn us against each other, men being a part of that, and men oftentimes being oppressed as well in that system.
Oh, absolutely. And I was responding to Priyanka's question about women. And I wasn't trying to infer that men are not victims of this madness that we've created and the disconnection. The industrial growth society, as the work that Reconnects says, has disconnected us from ourselves, each other, and this is men and women, and from the earth. So thank you. Okay, so I think it would be nice to do some dyads. So if you could set that up, and I'm going to ask you to go into a breakout room with another person, and I'm going to ask you to share the blood that flows through your veins.
Just 2 quick questions, Mutima. One is it okay? There is like 2 groups of 3. Is that okay? And the other groups of 2.
Two groups
Oh,
of three. Can you take one out of each of those groups and make
oh
another
yes,
dice?
you're right. Yes, I can do that. And how long is the breakout? 10 minutes?
I'm gonna we'll do we have time for 10 minutes? No, that's too
Yeah.
long. We'll do 4 minutes apiece. We'll do 3 minutes apiece, so it's 6 minutes. So
Okay.
again, what blood flows through your veins for your social location? And if your grief could talk, what would it say?
Sorry, could you please repeat the first phrase? What?
What share the blood that flows through your veins, and if your I'm putting it in the chat, grief
Thank you.
could talk, what would it say? So these are open sentences. So this is not telling your whole life story. It's only like 3 minutes apiece. And we're gonna time you, like you get 3 minutes, and then we're gonna say, please move to the next person. And in your three, once you see that, wherever you are, finish that sentence, because oftentimes when we get the opportunity to talk, we can take up the whole space, and this is shared space. And those of you who are in the dais, support each other. Say, oh, thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening, so that you can have your turn to share too. Let me get.
So I created the breakout, and it's going to be 5 minutes clock and then a 60 seconds countdown, and you can just stay until the end of the 60-second countdown. And Mutima, it sends you to room 1, but if you can also stay. It's a group of 3, so it depends.
Okay, good. Okay.
Okay.
All
And
right. Are
okay,
we
so
clear? Are we clear? Anybody have any questions about what we're doing? All right.
Yes, yes, I do. Hi, Anasuya. When you say the blood that flows through our veins, you're talking about our ancestry or our culture?
Ancestry. Thank you for that question. All right. Please open the breakout rooms.
okay. Okay, Mutima.
Are you
you were sent to the breakout, but now we are on our plenary breakout. So
okay,
we have someone joined later on, Lena. So hopefully she would be okay. We're recording. Maybe just for people listening, they are invited to maybe do it on their own, or
okay, good.
yeah, like just catch a random person in your house or in your WhatsApp list and do a little breakout activity with sharing that. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll pause the recording and inviting people to join in the way they can in the exercise and then listen to what came out.
I lead you to a journey on a new shape. And what are your feelings in this new shape? Try to know them. Try to name them as you want to create a memory for your body so that you can go back to the shape that represents a feeling of joy, of willingness to connect with the other people. Every time you're going to need it. And release.
Um, Thank you. And Riley, if that's okay, I would like to offer a playback, um, playing back your story. Johnny, you want to say something? Okay, because your hand is raised. So what I want to invite you all to do is, except Riley, I would like to ask everyone to turn off their cameras, and we're going to do a playback form that is called voicemail for Riley. So me, Johnny, and Lena, we can also turn off our videos and we can have only Riley on screen. And we're going to leave.
Okay. I think
Yeah, Uri?
yes, just to say that I forgot recording after the breakout, so we're back now to record. But we're doing a playback and social processing
okay.
theater with Sylvia and Noah, and just a reset with that. And welcome to everyone who joined before as the session begins.
Thank you. So we're going to we're going to do a playback form that is called voicemail. So me, Lena, and Johnny, we're going to do that. And I'll open, and Riley, you can leave your video on and just listen. So, hi, you've reached Riley's voicemail. Please leave a message after the tone. Beep. And Lena and Johnny, I can't hear you. I don't know if you're on mute.
Hey, Riley. Hey, this is the baseball bat. I just love it when you get your hands around me and hold me and show those kids and those people how to do it properly. And like you just hold me. You've got those hands. They just hold me. Thanks, man. Thanks. That's really something that you've given me. And I know I can feel the sweat on your palms. I can feel the electricity. I can feel that there's stuff going on that, hey, I'm a baseball bat. I'm never going to understand that. I know there's deep stuff going on for you. So just hold on.
Hi, Riley. Here's your stomach. You haven't eaten good food for a long time, I think. I don't know, I'm really confused with all these informations. I have the feeling you're running and you're I don't know, you're not listening to me anymore. I'm really hungry, you know? I'm really hungry for peace and being calm for a short time at least. Please at least give me some water. That would be nice. Bye.
Hi, Riley. This is the love that is running through you. I want to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be. It's been a long, long time I was waiting. But finally, you're letting me be. And I know it may be maybe hard for people to receive me, but yeah, just thank you. Thank you for allowing me to run through you. Beep.
Hey, Riley, this is your heart. I want to thank you for being a survivor. And I know that you are in love with life now. And I want you to quiet the chatter in your mind and lead from love.
Hi,
Riley.
Riley. Hi, Riley. I'm this person that thought that you are just this ordinary, wild, white male that has no problems. But I got to know you and I realized that you've been through quite a lot. Well, it doesn't show. So, yeah, it doesn't show. Beep.
Hi, Riley. I like your name, Riley. All of the suddenly, I imagine we are in a rally, in a rally on this road. How about we make a rally to meet all these wonderful people that have just been sending this great message? Do you like rally? To make a rally and to meet love and to meet the food person and to meet the player. Wow, rally. So many things. We need to save all that time. Now we have to speed up in our rally to meet all these great people that has been always here. Maybe we didn't see it. We were so busy, God knows. But now is the time. Right, rally. We make a rally. Bye, rally. Beep.
Hi, Riley. It really hurts me when you start every sentence with, I'm not good at, I don't have a good memory, I don't know how to do something, when there are so many gifts that I can see in you that you can't see. I'm wondering how I can help you to see your own gifts and that you don't have to start every sentence with, I don't have a good memory. You can start every sentence with, I am so worthy because I'm here and I'm part of the beautiful web of life. I don't have to be perfect. And I am perfect in my intention to love. And I want to connect with you there, Riley.
Riley's voice.
Hi, Riley. I'm sorry I didn't receive your call. Uh, I should have been a better friend. I should have listened to you. I just thought I was doing the right thing, and I thought that this is the way to live life, to not to just run after money, to not see within, to not. But now I something happened, and now I see what you meant. I I understand what you said, and I'm here, and and now it's two of us, so I guess we'll find more people. I guess there's you, there's me, and there'll be a lot more like us. And I can't wait, my friend. I'm here. I'm here for you, with you, and I assure you, I promise you, I'll be a better friend this time around. I'll really listen.
Riley's voicemail is full. Thank you all for the messages. Beep. Well, I'm inviting you to turn on your cameras and thank you for joining us in this voicemail. Riley, I'm curious to hear, how was it for you to hear all these messages that came your way?
It
You're
was
on mute. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
it was really, you know, beautiful. And um I think I have a really hard time
Mm.
accepting praise. It's like, because I think the thing is I'm so self-reliant. Like, I've been through so much shit. Like, I've been through bad. I've been through fucking hell, and I came out. And I'm good. Like, I'm good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on my own. And my child's healthy. He's safe. He's good. And like to hear those things
So,
about like I have to like still like hide behind this mental illness and like things in America and how it
mm,
is here and like the manipulation of like I've worked with doctors. I know how it works. I've seen how it works. But my point of all this is that to hear that, I don't know who said that about like I'm, I'm sorry that I have to start a sentence that way. It's like I don't know. There was just so many good ones.
Mm,
Like everyone who tried that, like some people tried and like, some
mm.
sometimes you vibe with people, sometimes you don't. And like I think everyone had a good vibe, but just some people really got to me. And it was just that was one of the most that might have been the nicest thing anyone's ever done for me, like in my life. Because I mean I can't think of anything nicer ever in my life. So thank you.
Thank you. And thank you so much for sharing. And I invite you all, if someone wants to write a gift that you received or a need that was met for you, you can write it in the chat. So thank you, Riley, for sharing with us. I would love to hear. We have time for a couple of more stories. So we're going to move forward, although it is always difficult when we're talking about honoring our pain. So yes, so again, I'm inviting you if there's something you want to write, again, a gift that was received or something like that, you can write it in the chat. And I would love to hear another story. And I see Anusia, you're raising your hand. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. You can unmute.
Hello, it's Anasuya.
Anasuya. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Um, Thank you, everyone who has gone before me, who opened my heart so that I can be present in this moment. My mother is 82 and very frail and is currently in a rehab hospital from a fall that she had where she shattered her femur, which is the longest bone in your leg from your knee to your thigh. And at her age, the healing is very slow. And what I've noticed over the 3 months that she's been in the hospital and then followed by the rehab, extensive rehab, is that more and more she's losing more and more I'm losing my mother while she's in her body. Her will to live, her memory, her dementia has grown so much since she's been in the hospital and well, basically alone. And hasn't even had a roommate in her room. So she's been talking to the wall or looking at the paper or watching TV and just slowly pulling away. And it hurts so much because my mother still has under there somewhere such an exquisite mind and such compassion for people and such a fight. I knew her so much as the fighter, social justice fighter. Like she would step into any brawl. When she saw an injustice, some power overtook her and she put on her cape and she's like, was ready. And she used her mind and her knowledge of the law to defend the voiceless and the marginalized and the helpless. So to see someone whose mind paved the way for so many people to get healed, to get help, to get the justice they deserve, disappear, it's hard because this is the time I would like her wisdom. When Jim Crow is back, she lived through it. She knows what it takes to survive this kind of Jim Crow. And I can't even ask her about it. I can't talk to her about it. But I need her information now the most. So whenever I talk to her and she tells whatever her conversation is, I just stay in the decade she's in. Sometimes it's the 70s, sometimes it's the 80s. I go back with her to her happy places. And everybody that's no longer alive, they're alive when I'm talking to her. And that gives her peace. It gives her a lot of peace because I think, frankly, she doesn't want to be in this world, in this country, the way it is. I mean, she fought so much as a student. She did so much of the civil rights marches and was such a fighter. So to see that all of her work looks like it's coming in vain is too much. And so she's choosing not to be here. And I'm choosing to accept it, even though it hurts a lot.
So thank you for sharing. And I want to ask you something. Can you please share a moment of a happy moment you had with your mother that kind of comes to your mind right now? You probably have a lot of that. So just something, even if it's random or it's very small, like just a moment of
It's a strange thought that popped in, but I'm going with it because that's spirit that brought it up. And it was the day, I'll never forget, it was an early morning. And it's a strange thing to share, but it's the best time with her. So I'm just going to do it. I woke up and I was full of blood. And I thought something happened to me in my sleep. That was somebody tried to kill me or what? And so I screamed for my mother. And of course, she knew exactly what was going on. So she said, just stay in the bathroom, stay here, it'll be okay. And my brother, who's 1 year younger than me, said, what happened? What happened to you? He was so worried. And I said, I don't know. I think I'm dying. My mother said, shush, you're not dying. You're going to be fine. I'm like, no, I'm bleeding everywhere. It's terrible. My brother was like, oh, it's terrible. I'm going to lose my sister. I mean, I'm 11. Okay. And so my mother came in like just so calm. And my mother's the kind of person that if something's not in order, you hear it. But she was the space of such calm that just her being, she didn't say a word. I just felt so like it's going to be okay. And she brought me this box, a gift box. And it was a box called For Your First Period. And it was a box of goodies, and it explained, had aspirin, it had pads, it had a book about what's going on in your body, and had lots of chocolate my mother put in there. And I'm like, this is my birthday? What's going on? So they didn't get it. And so my mother said, you're not going to school today. And I said, okay, something's really, really, really wrong because I'm not going to school and she's not going to work. What's going on? But we had the most fun day. We ate chocolate. She told me stories about her first period and my aunt's, her sister's first period. And we just had so much time bonding together that was the closest I ever was with her. Because all the need to be strong and to be brave and to be a fighter, she didn't have it that day. That day she could just be mom. And it was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Sylvia.
Thank you, Anasuya. And I invite you to unmute your microphone before feeling this story of Anasuya with your body, because we're going to use our voices afterwards. So after you have unmute your microphone, I invite you again to close your eyes and feel in your body the pain, embrace it and represent it in a shape which express your feeling of pain, of loss. And from this shape, I invite you to share with Anasuya a sentence.
Oh my God, what's going on?
I'm scared.
Where are you?
I'm confused.
I'm dying.
I don't want to lose you.
I miss you so much.
I will always remember who you are, but I may not be able to express it, but I will always see you in the love.
I'm in your heart, and you're in mine.
I feel lonely.
Where are you now?
Thank you for the hair ties, the double up hair ties, Grandma. Thank you.
And from this shape of pain, start feeling what is not bearable anymore in your body and wants to move, to start a movement, to find a release.
Thank you for being with me.
Yes, and again, please, from this release shape, share a new sentence that comes from your heart.
You love sustain me.
Your power, your strength, your activism is in me, in my heart, and I share it with others.
I'm open to your teachings.
I am bigger than my pain.
I'm right here with you.
I will always be alive because you are my daughter.
My dad once told me that when his parents died, he suddenly felt like he was gonna die too. He didn't feel immortal anymore. But then when I was born, he felt immortal again.
I
Somehow,
love you.
somehow you're always there.
Thank you.
Strength is with you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I
I'm really
just remember the lovely times we have together. I'm full of joy remembering all those wonderful things that will remain on me forever and ever. That's your legacy. I will keep it with me. Thank you.
Your love stays with me and sustains me.
I will be the ground for a new walk.
I'm really afraid to lose my mother because then I'm not like a child anymore, maybe. But it also reminds me that I have to stand on my own feet.
Yes, I feel the same way. I feel this total like introspection into self-actualization of where I'm at in the world and what the space I take up. And I need to know where I'm at, who I'm talking to, my level of my volume level, like because like I've been done dirty by the police. I've worked in mental health facility. I'm just
Let's maybe
if
make
you
it a bit more
Really
concise.
one sentence, yeah.
My mother is my best friend in this world and in every world that there is. And I am her legacy.
I stand on the shoulders of my mother, and I, as your mother, know that you're standing on my shoulders and you're blessed.
I feel that connection
that has no words, the depth, the richness, the fullness, the love with my mother and her mother and all the mothers before.
When I lost my mother, I found her in the mirror in my bathroom. I found her staring back at me.
Thank you
When
very
I
much.
hear my African mother, I felt that I'm not only carrying on the shoulders, I'm carrying on the hips, because all African mothers carry on the hips, and I go dancing, seeing the world from here to here to here to here. Thanks, African mother.
Thank you for your sentences. If you all share your sentence, you can really
I lost my grandmother on January 28th or 29th. She basically raised me, and she was my mother, really. She was all of our mothers, but she's gone now. And like, she was the strongest woman I ever met. And she taught me what it was to be strong. So I just want to share that because I miss my grandma a lot. And I haven't been able to grieve because I've been having to take care of everyone else's grief. I finally have space now to grieve. And like, I feel fine. Like, but I haven't let it all go, you know? So that's it.
So I think we can close here, Sylvia. Yes. And again, thank you all. And thank you, Anasuya, for sharing. Apparently, it resonated with many people, your story. And I invite you again, if you want to write something in the chat, a gift that you received by this story, you're invited to write down in the chat the gifts that were received and needs that were met by this
Are we talking to
experience.
me and you right now?
I'm talking to everyone in
Oh,
general.
sorry. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I just don't
So
understand.
yeah,
Can I share what it was like to have you all
sure,
speak?
yes, yes.
Sure, yes.
Thank you. You all blessed me very, very much. I felt like you were both more than both. You were my grandmother, you were my mother, you were my sisters and brothers. Like, I just didn't feel alone in my grief anymore. And this is the first time I've ever articulated what it's been like to watch her slowly slip away over these last few years, but intensely these last 3 months. So thank you for listening and witnessing me. And thank you for sending me so much love through your words and gestures. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I think we have the time for one last story, Noah.
Yeah, we can hear one last story. Yeah, so if someone wants to share story. Yes, Catherine.
I was raised, my mom was Catholic and my dad was Seventh-day Adventist. My mom was from St. Louis, Missouri, the city, North St. Louis, and my dad was from the country in southern Missouri. And they were very different and very different backgrounds that they came from. And my dad divorced my mom after 38 years of marriage and 8 children, 10 actually, but only 8 survived. And my dad divorced and remarried, and so I was, and we lost connection with his family. But recently, well, about 5 years ago, my sister went to the Strickland family reunion, which they have every year. And so the next year I decided to go. She said they were so welcoming and they were thinking of us. And so I went, and I found out when I went to reconnect with my father's people that my grandmother, his mother, had told when she said that my mom divorced my dad, not the other way around, which I know was the other way around. I know that I was there. Um, but she told the family that when my mom divorced my dad, she divorced the family, and that her children were not to have anything to do with us. And I'm a grandmother now, and it's so hard to understand how a grandmother could tell her children not to have anything to do with her own grandchildren because their mother was Catholic. And so that is a pain that I carry with me. And that's my story. I tried to get back to the family. I tried to connect with them, and I found that they were interested in us, but they were told not to. No, that's what I was told. And it's just so hard to imagine that's why my grandmother, since it was like 1975 that they got divorced, and lost connection with our whole family, and now I know why. And it's because my grandmother, and that's painful.
So thank you for sharing, and Sylvia.
Again, I invite you to unmute your microphones before connecting with your bodies and representing this story in a sculpture where you can feel the pain of Catherine. And from that sculpture, we can share a sentence that comes from the feeling of our body.
Why?
I need my family. I love my family.
Am I allowed to have my tribe?
How can I live with half of me dead and gone?
Why wasted so much love? I cannot longer stand this hate and separation. I feel like there's a cross on your heart.
I just want you to see me for me.
Love me, please love me. Please love me. I'm just a child.
And as some of you are already doing, when you feel that this shape is not longer sustainable for your body, please start movement.
I'm nothing. I'm nothing at all. Like you think I am.
I hope one day you'll understand that you lose nothing by loving me.
Supposed to love myself when half of me is so hated.
And from this new shape of release, of gratitude, your body feels something new. And again, I invite you to share these new feelings with a sentence.
I will have my tribe. I will be the grandmother you couldn't.
My veins are full of love.
I am taking down the walls around my heart and letting love flow in all directions to all people. Everybody's worthy of love.
Fortunately, I am a grandma now and I can open my heart and love my kids, them with so much love.
I forgive you. And I take back my power knowing that I am lovable and I can love deeply and fully.
May we all heal together. Don't be afraid.
My pain is transformed into empathy. I know what it's like to have a line drawn between people.
The lines that were lines of cracks now are becoming lines of roots and mycelium.
I always said that the most important, I'm always said that the most important thing was family. If you have a family together, that's most important. So the pain when that family is broken up by one or two people who believe that there was wrong done to them, it's very hurtful.
Thank you all. And Katria, again, if you want to
I would
share.
just say,
Yeah.
I would just say to everybody right now, like, hold on. Like, we're close to something big. I feel it. Some breakthrough, something,
You mute yourself.
Maybe we can
now?
maybe we can first hear from Catherine and then
Yeah.
people wants to respond.
Catherine.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much. That was really awesome because I was really able to connect with that pain. I think maybe for the first time, really deeply, to connect with it, and I cried about it. I don't think I've ever cried about this. And so I thank you for helping me to get in touch with that pain. And I thank you for all those messages that you just lift me up so much. Thank you for believing, that I am worthy of love and that this whole you reminded me that this is why I guess I'm on this path to help spread love into the world and to be a light worker. I'm a light worker, as all of you are. You are light workers, and that's why I think that you really made me realize that that's why I am doing this work because I have seen the division and the hate from of people just because of who they are. And yeah, really, this is enlightening for me. Thank you so much. And I appreciate that now I can be the grandmother to my granddaughter that my grandmother wasn't to me. And I can give that love that I wanted to give my grandmother to my granddaughter. Thank you. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah. Thank you, Catherine, for sharing, and thank you everyone for embodying this story. Again, I invite you, if you wish to write something in the chat, a need, a gift, something that was given to you by the story, by the experience of embodying it. We're reaching now the end, and I would like to conclude the session and weave the stories together and kind of wrap up the session. And maybe we'll do that, and maybe we're going to have a bit time for kind of like some responses that maybe we couldn't hear earlier. So for that, I will ask you all to turn off your cameras, and only me, Lena, and Johnny, we can have our cameras on, and we're going to do Once Upon a Time. Once Upon a Time, it's kind of like a way for us to close the session, and we're just gonna look back at the different stories. So yeah, so Johnny, and you can do the music or join us. Maybe we'll need you more on stage. So Susan and Leanne, if you can turn off your cameras, please. So let's watch. Johnny, we can't hear the music. We still can't hear it. So. Now we can hear it. Once upon a time, there was a picture, and no one knew who the woman in the picture was.
Once upon a time, there was a woman with full of stars in her background, full of stars, stories from her grandmother, her grandchildren, and all these former stories.
Once upon a time, there was a little 11-year-old girl, and she woke up, and her mother told her, "Today we're staying at home."
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. I'm here. Oh, once upon a time.
Once upon a time, there was this diseases and that crashes through the head.
Once upon a time, there was someone that was dealing with a whole lot of things. But he came and he shared his story, even if it was a little bit difficult.
Once upon a time, there was my mother. My mother who's different now, but I still can see her in myself.
Once upon a time, there was a grandmother, and she told her grandchildren she will always love them.
And once upon a time, there were 3 really brave people to tell their stories and being touched and touched us with their heart.
Once upon a time, there was someone that felt all the love in the world, wants to explode through him, but people got really scared, but he was still loving.
Once upon a time, people looked through their windows to honor each other's pain.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. And Sylvia, I'm handing it to you, or would you like me to?
I want to share a thought that came to my mind. Like, I want to thank you because in this session we really were Mother Earth, because we share stories of loss, we share stories of pain, we share stories of how confused are we, of separation, and all of that we are feeling right now, I think is the same that Mother Earth is feeling, and with the nature, with the animal, with the plants, and with what she is experiencing right now. So really, every time we think that we are separated from Mother Earth, but we are so connected because we share the same feelings, and we are the same thing of the planet that is hosting us.
I also want to connect to what Mutima was saying before this session about how healing it is to acknowledge our pain and grieving. And grieving is something that we are doing together. And I think today we got a chance to do some healing, I hope. So I'm inviting you. We have just a couple of more minutes. I love to close sessions with something that is called a wishing well, or we can call it the empty bowl. And I
We thought
invite you
about if
to.
we have an empty bowl, like that, if we are in presence and we have an empty bowl, let's say that for today it is our chat.
Yeah, we have an empty bowl from Mutima, and you can put in the bowl something that you wish for the world, for yourself, for people here. So just you can just unmute, and we're just going to hear a few people, and then we're going to close.
Kindness.
Kindness.
Vulnerability.
Vulnerability. You can join people, like if you're resonating with something, then you can also put your thing in the bowl.
I wish everyone to know how much they are loved and how much they love themselves.
That others may listen to each other and discover the truth
listening and discovering the truth.
Listening to others.
Deep listening.
Deep listening.
The courage to be vulnerable.
Be patient. Be patient. Do it on your time. Like, don't let anyone tell you how to speak ever. Like, be confident in knowing that you've put the time and the work in and know yourself.
Be patient.
Know yourself. Gratitude to mothers and to Mother Earth.
Gratitude to mothers and Mother Earth.
Stop today. Look around and listen.
Look around and listen.
Being seen as human beings, sons of Gaia.
Sons and daughters of Gaia.
Sons and daughters.
Maybe one last or just a couple of more.
Connection.
Connection.
Well-being. Yeah.
Grace.
Grace.
Yeah, I just think there's a real spiritual war in my family right now with my mom and my sister and my aunt because we lost our grandma and they're all fighting.
I'm sorry, Riley, but we need to close now.
I'm trying.
Maybe this is something for the after the session. I want to thank you. I just want to say I just want to say thank you all for being here. It was an experiment without much that me and Sylvia did together, and Lena and Johnny just jumped in just a few minutes before we started. So thank you all. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the beautiful work and the sharing and everything. So
thank you also
thank
from
you,
my side. It was a beautiful moment, and really thank you for giving us the chance and the empty space to grieve together.
And we can hand it over to you, Ori and team.
Yeah, just thank you, Sylvia and Noah, for jumping in and guiding us in the last hour and 15 minutes in this journey. And yeah, just appreciate jumping in and never have worked before together. Met a couple of weeks ago and created this session together, combining two art forms that I know and I never seen together: social presence in theater and playback theater, and bringing that into the work, the expanded work that we connect. And wow, amazing! It's really lands in the space, and the embodied expanded spiral is really coming into shape through everyone sharing and deep reflection here being shared. So just thank you, Noah and Sylvia, for jumping in, and all of you for sharing and bringing of yourself into that space. And it's just appreciation. And we have about 10-12 minutes to close the day. Just as a reflection round of what we're taking, also maybe Mutima, we're going to continue with honoring the pain tomorrow. We have two sessions. One with actually we have sessions from Ilaria and Pirianka, and then we also will start moving into seeing with new eyes, ancient eyes, with Stefan and Rose. But just to close the day, Mutima, what are we taking? What is coming up for you?
Well, what's coming up for me is that when we do the work, it's an act of liberation. And we are in the mindset of doing practices, and these were so beautiful ones. Thank you so much. So that we can actually liberate ourselves. So this understanding that we can, as we connect with ourselves, reconnecting in a deep way, telling the truth about who we are, how we feel, what we want, that the healing actually begins. And I'm going to invite you to stay in an expanded mindset, because together we're in this transformational process. And when you get off, it's very easy to drop back into the mind and start living in the matrix that says you're not good enough. Remember who you are, that there is a lineage of ancestors that are supporting you to do your work in the world. Don't forget them. We're standing on their shoulders, and as we deeply heal, we heal the pain of the family and the ancestry. And as we reconnect with ourselves, forgive yourself for forgetting that you're divine. The story that we're sinners and that we're not enough, so that you can practice looking in the mirror and loving the face that you see, so that when you look at somebody else's eyes, you can send that love. Yeah. Just beautiful, just beautiful. And then I'm wondering if you can remember how you felt before we honored the pain, and see that that's part of the gift of the work that reconnects. We give people permission to be in grief. And if you want more love, you got to deal with your grief. If you want more courage, you have to deal with your fear. If you're living in despair, that means that you're being invited to open up and have something new. It's time for something new. And it's outside of the matrix, which means that we're being programmed every time we turn the TV on social media. And underneath that is like, hey, you're not good enough. You don't have that. And so we can actually come out of despair, knowing that it's time for something new in each one of our lives. What is it? What is it? And the fear that we've been fed, it's time to know that if you're deep in fear, that your courage is waiting for you to embrace it. Be brave enough to end a habit that is not helping you. Healing the body, healing the body, healing the body of the earth. We are the earth. So remember the kindness, to remember to love and have some self-love, to listen, to discover the deep well of self-acceptance as we reconnect with ourselves. And honor the pain every day. Don't wait for a truth mandala. Find something that is breaking your heart and turn towards it. We've got us. We are the world. Thank you for showing up. And I'm going to turn it back to you, Yuri.
Yeah, maybe I'll just share that we are on this journey. We're on this journey together. It's a discovery for all of us, and I'm supposed to be your guide, but I have no idea what's going to happen next, because I don't know what's the session being prepared for us tomorrow. But it's part of the surprise. We are the surprise, and it's life is a gift wrap, and we're kind of unpacking it as the music continuously move it around and then something opens. So just inviting you to that, and maybe sharing that once we finish this call, it takes some time for the Zoom to convert the video into a file, and then for me to upload it. But then you will find it on the Sutra space. I'll just put the link in case you don't have that, where you will find the recording of today, and you will find the recording from yesterday. Also inviting you to connect with one another. You can join to that space, and this way we can kind of create a little conversation there. There is someone already used the campfire chat, so it's happening there. Yeah, again, just thanking all the facilitators, co-facilitators of this journey. And of course, please reach out to them. Noah is doing amazing playback theater workshops online, in person, in Germany, in Sicily, co-creating. Sylvia is in Italy and working with social presence theater, and we're all kind of on this journey both together, and reach out and co-create with one another. There is a workshop starting on Monday of next week. I'm doing 5 weeks of theater that reconnect. Some people here did the previous cohort. And I'm just inviting you also to share invitation and think what you would like to invite people on this journey, and there would be a space for that. Maybe it's already something very clear, or maybe it's more of a dream, an intention, and we will have space for that, and just see ourselves as co-creators of a new thing, of a new reality here, of a new possibility. So yeah, and thanking all my teachers, and just naming a few teachers that their work has been present through Sylvia and Noah, Arawana Hayashi, founder of Social Presencing Theater, together with Otto Scharmer and the Presing Institute, and Jonathan Fox and Joe Salas from Playback Theater, and through the work of Noah. And of course, as always, Joanna, that is with us somehow on this journey, and many, many others. And we have other friends and teachers that are present through us. So thanking and thinking of all of them. And if you want to share anything to close the day, just a thought in the chat or a word, we have a few minutes for that. We have a beautiful poem. Do you want to read it, Leanne, or should I?
Yes, and maybe someone else. Maybe we can invite, would anyone like to read this poem, The Guest House by Rumi?
And I'd like to end with a song.
Mm-hmm.
Who's reading the poem?
I'll read it.
Okay.
It's one of my is that okay?
Yeah.
It's one of my absolute favorites. I have it up in my home. This being human is a guest house. Every morning and your arrival. A joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they're a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond.
So thank you for coming. I hope we see you tomorrow. Let us move our bodies as we close out. This is a song called Healing the Body, and it's part of the work that reconnects Jen Mizell.
Healing the body we are, healing the body we are, healing the body and the body of the earth.
Can you hear it?
Healing the body we are, healing the body we are, healing the body and the body of the earth. Healing the body we are, healing the body we are, healing the body and the body of the earth. Healing the body we are, healing the body we are, healing the body and the body of the earth. And if you feel the pain, know that you are still awake. And give yourself the grace and time to heal the body. And if you feel the pain, know that you are still awake. And give yourself the grace and time to heal the body. And if you feel the pain, know that you are still awake. And give yourself the grace and time to heal the body. Crawling out of tunnels of sickness, we are born to dress in the riches of this skin, this flesh, this bone, this temple, shrine, this called my own. How to heal, one might ask. Could have been we were moving too fast. Got to balance to be healthy. Eat real pure, it'll keep us stealthy. I stick to the self-care of my body. There's no out there human that can cure me. True healing comes from within. I light the torch of my spirit journey begin. Healing the body we are, healing the body we are, healing the body and the body of the earth. Healing the body we are, healing the body we are, healing the body and the body of the earth.
All right. Thank you for coming. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
all. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Know that you
Thank
are
you.
still awake. And give yourself the grace and time to heal.